What's going on, everyone? Bran here from Bloody Breakdown, back with another Saw update. It's been a while. I think right after, or slightly right before, right around the time Spiral dropped. I had made a video saying, I had found some articles. I presented to everyone on a Saw X that the producers and the writers were already jumping headfirst into for as far as the future of the Saw franchise. So, got an update to that. Recently, the writer of Spiral and Jigsaw, Josh Stolberg, made a little tweet where he posted a picture of himself and a couple of other gentlemen, and the tweet reads as such: "Back with my horror family, polishing up the next Saw script. I could tell you there will be blood, but you already know that. What I can promise you is that this is gonna make John Kramer fans happy." So with that said, let's kind of dig into it a little bit, because I kind of had a thought about this. In Jigsaw, back in, I believe, 2017, one of the things, coming back to the franchise after taking its first break, you got to think, Saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the final chapter, all done annually from 2004 to 2010. Every October, a new Saw. That was kind of like the original franchise, the original story. So when Jigsaw was coming back, one of the things they did was found a clever way, I'll say, and I'm not even a huge fan of the Jigsaw film, but a clever way of making it appear like Jigsaw, aka John Kramer, could possibly be a part of this film, even though we know that probably wasn't going to be the case. And it wasn't. However, in Spiral, they went a bit of a different direction. Pretty much name-dropping John Kramer. I think there was maybe a picture of him in some police files, but other than that, no Tobin Bell, no John Kramer, no Jigsaw. Now, how did that turn out for them? Now, before I get into this, I will make the case that Jigsaw is a better film that Spiral is a better film than Jigsaw. Just my opinion. However, when it comes to sequels, what is the bottom line? The box office to the previous film. So let's take a look at this, and let's see why maybe they may be pondering bringing Jigsaw back in some shape, way, form, or fashion. So the Jigsaw film in 2017, on a budget of $10 million, they made $103 million at the box office. That was utilizing John Kramer, Jigsaw, as being in the film in some capacity. Now, if you take a look at Spiral, a film that did not promote John Kramer, Jigsaw, being in the film at all, and he really wasn't. On a budget of $20 million, their box office return, $40.6 million. So they doubled their budget. However, as I've often heard, if you want a sequel to come out of a movie, you probably should get at least 3 times the original film's budget. Now, with that saying, there's no idea in my mind. These films seem to do better with their antagonist intact. That being said, I think that is exactly why we are getting this tweet, why we are getting a script to quote-unquote make Jigsaw fans happy, to make John Kramer fans happy, to be more specific to the tweet. But my question to you all is, what exactly do you think that Josh Stolberg meant by this tweet? Are we going to do a sort of a prequel? Are we going to do another Jigsaw thing where we kind of throw people off as to thinking he could possibly be alive? Are we going to do what the Saw series did, right after Saw 3 or 4, where we kind of have flashbacks of the character? We don't really try to make people believe that he's still alive, but just flashbacks of the character, something to satiate John Kramer fans and maybe to boost up that box office. I think, honestly, it could potentially be any of those 3. Could possibly be something that we're looking at for the next Saw film. And I'm just sitting over here waiting patiently to find out what happened to Mark Hoffman. Can you from one lowly YouTuber to the writers and producers of Saw, can you please tell me what in the bluest of blue hells happened to Mark Hoffman? I'll just spell it out to you like this. I watched I watched Detective Matthews not have access to that hacksaw in the bathroom. He broke his fucking foot and he got out. So do you mean to tell me that Mark Hoffman, a guy who is like the MacGyver of slashers, can't get out of that scenario? I find it very difficult to believe. And with that being the case, you would think that Dr. Gordon would be in some trouble whenever Hoffman managed to find his way out of that bathroom. Hey, all I'm saying is, if you want to make John Kramer fans happy, at least the ones from my camp, I think the best way to go about this is a direct continuation of Saw the Final Chapter. Now, I know a lot of people out there may be thinking it's convoluted. Nobody wants to go back into that. It's going to be a mess. But I think there's definitely ways to make it less convoluted, to kind of get back to basics and be able to finish where the original story left off. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Jigsaw. I think Spiral was okay. But in a lot of ways, I really don't see any way for the Jigsaw part of the franchise to continue. And as far as the box office goes, I don't really think they want to continue this Spiral route either. So in my estimation, that's probably one of the best ways, other than a total reboot again, to go about this. Now, will they probably go the total reboot route again, as they did with Jigsaw and Spiral? Yes, they probably will. However, I gotta tell you, if you really want to make some fans happy, I would love to see what happened to Mark Hoffman. At least make me happy, if nothing else. So enough of me pleading my case for what I'd like to see out of this, what's being called Saw X, at least that I've heard as of late. I want to know what you all think. Leave your comments down below. What do you think Josh Stolberg means when he says that he promises you this next installment is going to make John Kramer fans very happy? I've got my ideas. I want to hear what you all think in the comment section down below. While you're there, leave me a like if you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe and even turn on notifications if you're digging what we're doing here at Bloody Breakdown. And if you're really liking what we're doing, consider supporting the channel financially by clicking the join button and becoming a member. So with that said, I'm Bran from Bloody Breakdown. Pretty exciting news, I think, for the upcoming next installment in one of my favorite franchises, that being Saw. So yeah, I'm Bran from Bloody Breakdown, and we'll catch you all next time.
Yeah.